The next cranial nerve, 9, is the glossopharyngeal here, and the vagus, number 10. 9 and 10, glossopharyngeal, vagus. Number 11 is the spinal accessory nerve, and number 12 is the hypoglossal nerve here. So 9, 10, 11, and 12 come off of the medulla oblongata. Glossopharyngeal, vagus, spinal accessory, and hypoglossal. I have not clearly shown here the olives of the medulla oblongata. The olives are located in this area here. So if I can just make a circle here. Note that the and medial to the olives are the pyramids. So if this is the olive and the medullary pyramids in this area here, note that the glossopharyngeal and vagus and the spinal accessory, they come off of the medulla oblongata lateral to the olives, to the side of, from the side of the olives. Okay, they're lateral to the olive. Hypoglossal, the cranial nerve 12, is the only one that is medial to the medial side of the olive. See? Looking now at the skull, before we actually get to this, I would like to mention one thing. Scalp. So this is the cross-section of scalp and the brain. Everything going from the where you have your hair on the head to the brain. These 5 layers are called together known as scalp, as we call it in everyday life. It's actually, scalp stands for 5 different tissue layers. So S is for skin, C is for connective tissue, A is for aponeurosis, which is a very flat but strong tendon, L is loose connective tissue, and P is the periosteum or the pericranium. So it's the connective tissue that connects to the bone of the skull. The next, so under the skull, then you have, we said before, the dura mater. The dura mater splits in two to open up a venous sinus here, the very dark area. Here is the venous sinus. Then after the dura mater is the arachnoid matter, then subarachnoid space, pia mater, and finally the brain. Brain, you can see the gray matter and white matter of the brain. Note the arachnoid matter. I have not clearly shown here, but since this dark line represents arachnoid matter, you can see arachnoid granulations protruding up into this venous sinus. If you can see that, those are the arachnoid granulations. Okay, to allow cerebrospinal fluid to empty into the venous sinus, the superior sagittal venous sinus, and from there finally eventually return to the heart.